Course 10. The Truth Cleanser. What's real and what's made up? The hall tonight feels different. Clean, empty in a holy way. The table is cleared, the plates washed, the candles softened to a quiet glow. This is the Truth Cleanser, the sorbet of the soul, the course that clears the illusions off the tongue so the mind can taste what's actually real again. Because before you can understand unity, before you can understand oneness, you have to see what's been blocking your sight all along. Here is the story. Simple, clean, sharp. There was a town where every house had a mirror on the front porch. Not a normal mirror, these mirrors were enchanted. They didn't show your face, they showed your fear. If someone was afraid of being judged, the mirror showed 100 disapproving eyes staring back. If someone was afraid of being alone, the mirror showed an empty world stretching endlessly behind them. If someone felt guilty, the mirror cracked down the center like a punishment carved in glass. People didn't know the mirrors were illusions. They believed them. They built their lives around what the mirrors showed. Some hid behind masks. Some covered the mirrors with cloths. Some smashed theirs and borrowed someone else's instead. But one day, a traveler walked into the town and asked a question no one had ever asked. Where do the mirrors get their images from? The townspeople were confused. They thought the mirrors were the truth. So the traveler showed them something shocking. He wiped the surface of a mirror with his sleeve. And underneath the fear images was nothing but dust and ordinary glass. The mirror never created the fear, he said. It only reflected what you already believed. This is the truth cleanser in one scene. Illusions don't come from the world. They come from the beliefs the mind projects onto the world. Now we walk straight into the 5 illusions humanity chases every day. Social media. The hall of digital mirrors. Social media doesn't show truth. It shows projections dressed up as proof. It is a marketplace of identity masks, curated selves, edited fears, polished insecurities. It is a gallery of mirrors reflecting the ego's obsession with comparison, not the heart's quiet certainty. Look closely and you'll see it. Almost everything online is perception pretending to be reality. That's why the truth cleanser dissolves the illusion instantly. The illusion was always made of vapor, fear. The mirage that feels solid. Fear looks real because it's loud. It shouts, danger, even when nothing is happening. It paints imaginary disasters and treats them as destiny. But fear cannot predict the future. It can only recycle the past. Fear isn't truth. Fear is memory dressed up in costume. Guilt, the heavy stone that isn't there. Guilt is the ego's favorite illusion because it feels moral, responsible, noble. But guilt doesn't heal. It freezes. It repeats the same moment over and over like a broken record, insisting the past can change if you suffer hard enough. A Course in Miracles says guilt is always an illusion, always without exception, because it assigns reality to a story that never touched your true self. Time. The longest illusion of them all. Time tells you that who you were yesterday controls who you are today. Time whispers, you're behind. You're late. You're running out. But the truth cleanser reveals the trick. Time only feels real because the ego strings moments together into a storyline and calls it you. The only place anything real ever happens is now. And now does not belong to time. The world. The grand stage of make-believe. The world seems solid, permanent, factual. But everything in the world is temporary, shifting, aging, fading. Truth does not change, the world changes constantly. Which means the world cannot contain truth, only symbols of truth, reflections of it, echoes of it. The world is the mirror, not the source. This is why the truth cleanser is essential before the final course. You cannot understand oneness if you still believe the illusions are real. Now the question that scrapes the tongue clean. If illusions have been running the show, then who would you be without them? And now the setup for tomorrow. Course 11. The Unity Dessert. Served family style. Sweet. Shared. The dish where the final illusion falls away. Tomorrow we ask, if we are all one, why do we fight? Why does separation feel real? Why does every heart at the table long for the exact same thing? Love, safety, belonging, yet believe it must compete to get it. For the first time, they will see through the sweetness that everything they wanted was the same thing everyone else wanted. Tonight, let the truth cleanser clear the palate. Tomorrow, the final sweetness arrives, and the table becomes one.